of empty promises and unanswered invitations.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? So you have now tuned in to my Love and Hip Hop recap. Guys, thanks for, your love and support on this channel. It's up and coming. It's doing its thing. Slowly but surely, it's making its way up. And I'm thinking about doing Bad Girls Club. I think I heard that this is the last season. So I might as well, give it a shot, give it a go, and see how we do. I might kind of alter it a little bit. I don't know how I'll do it yet, but we'll see as it starts. I think it starts next Tuesday, or is it this Tuesday? I know my DVR is going to catch it, but I think it might be actually tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep on doing the haves and have-nots. I'm going to see how the views are looking, if you guys are really watching and stuff. If not, then I'll probably just replace it with Bad Girls Club so I don't have to do 2 reviews the same day. Because I don't like doing it the day after. It's just, I don't be motivated. I like to do it when it's happening. Otherwise, I'm most likely going to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. So let's talk about this episode, guys. And make sure that you comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this episode. This looks like it's the season finale. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens at the reunion. Aren't you? So Kimbella, she tells Kim that she knows her and they're actually cool with each other. And she didn't understand why Kim was acting so crazy at the party. Or, coming out like throwing down her jacket like she was about to fight. And Kim kind of softened up after that. Because Kimbella said in the background, or, in the confessional, she said that even when things was happening with her and what's his name, Joel's, Kim was always like there talking to her and stuff like that. So she don't know why she was acting brand new. So she goes on to say, and I'm talking about Kim now, she goes on to say that a lot of these things is like 2 sides of the story and then the truth. So a lot of the things that Yandy's telling her, it's not making sense. It's not true because Yandy doesn't answer calls when they try to call. Yandy didn't come to some birthday party for the kids. She also didn't come to something else. So she's like, a lot of the things is because of Yandy. But Yandy, of course, is not going to say those things. Who's going to talk bad about themselves? You know what I mean? The only way you really find out things is if you go to somebody that's looking in from the outside. But then again, Kim is kind of biased because her daughter's involved. DJ Drewski, he was in the Heights. He was doing his thing. They was having like some kind of event out there, a basketball event. And he wants his girl back, Sky. You remember she wasn't really messing with him no more after the whole thing with Bianca. So he invites her there and she's like flirting with some dude that she knows. So he was tight about that. He's like, yo, don't be coming to my events trying to play me. But that was her game. Like that's what she was trying to do. Make him see how it feels to be played, especially in front of other people that's watching you. You know what I mean? Like, making her look real stupid. So he was just like, at the end of the day, he's not gonna like, well, he didn't really say it. He was just like, speechless. Like, he looked like he didn't really know what to say because he didn't know she was gonna come at him that way. You know what I mean? So she was just like, you know what, when you ready, give me a call. Later on, he ends up calling to meet up with her again, I guess, after he seen her with them little pom-pom shorts on and them little heels and stuff. He was like, he want that old thing back. So when he ends up meeting up with her or whatever, he's like, he tells her all these sweet things and then he brings out like a car. And he's like, she's like, what's this? And he's like, that's for you, baby. And then he's like, only one condition is that I want you to change your number. And she's like, nah, I'm not trying to be like controlled by you. That's pretty much what you're trying to do. Like, I got to do whatever you say. And that's how it starts, y'all. Once you start complying when they do stuff like that, a lot of times that's how you start getting controlled by somebody. I mean, if he would have did it like a different way, like, approached it differently, maybe she would have like been like, okay, I understand what you're saying. But the way he came at it, it was just kind of like bribery, like trying to control somebody. There's so many other ways that he could have did or asked her to do what he wanted her to do. It was pretty much like, you going to ride in the car with your little motorcycle if you don't decide to change the number like I'm telling you to do, and that's it. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no compromising on my part. You gotta change your number because I don't trust you and them guys. So she's just like, nah. She threw a drink at his face. But when she does stuff, I feel like it's mad rehearsed. Like, I feel like she practices what she wants to do in the mirror so that when the right moment comes along, she can just, on cue, just kind of do it. The same thing with the bread. Like, who walks around with bread in their freaking bra? Who does that? So, or wherever the hell she had. I think she either had it in her bra, her pocket, or her pocketbook. I don't remember. But I remember she threw bread at the girl. And I'm just like, really? Like, who walks around with just like a loaf of bread? Or not even a loaf, like 2 slices of bread. That's mad rehearsed. Like, you was practicing that line. You know you was in the mirror every night, like, yo, next time I see her, I'm gonna throw this bread. And that's the same way I felt with the liquor. Like, I don't even feel like it was really liquor because liquor burns your eyes. I don't know. I never had it like liquor per se in my eyes, like intentionally. Maybe like I dripped a little bit, like getting a little too crazy, but got it out real quick type of thing. But I could imagine like it would burn a lot more. He looked like it wasn't even burning him at all. So I feel like it was water and it looked real clear, So I feel like that was rehearsed. But so bad beat alert. That was Cardi B. She was doing her thing. She was doing a music video for one of her new songs. She's been really doing it. Like, I'm loving, well, not loving. I'm really liking and enjoying a lot of her songs. Not all of them, but it's quite a few. There was one I heard that my sister played for me. I was just like, oh, oh no. Like, I feel like she was trying too hard to have that patois accent. Like, it just, some of the words was not, and I feel like, I know she's half Trini. She's not Jamaican at all. So it's like, you're pushing the envelope. You know what I mean? But I see where you're going, but your accent was a little off. But other than that, like, she be really doing her thing. Anyway, so she was doing that, and then Swift, he comes up to her after she finished, and he kind of talks about the relationship and where he wants things to go. And she's like, oh, you like my body? He's like, nah, it's not just about that. I really enjoy your presence, and I want to see where we can go. But she's just like, I really want the best for you. Like, I pray for you at night that you can do better. Like, and I really like the fact that she motivates people. Like, even though it could come off crazy, if you just listen to if you just take it for what it is, it's like, yo, this chick is, like, out there. But if you really hear a lot of her messages that she puts out there, because I follow and unfollow her sometimes on Instagram, like, I feel like she has, like, some really good messages sometimes. And when you, like, she really wants the best for her family and for people that's around her. So, yeah, she tells him, like, I really pray for you at night that you get that come up that you need. And she's like, you and me being together, I don't think that it will be good for us. Because I feel like if you do me wrong, I'm going to wish the worst for you. Like, like, I'm going to be doing some voodoo, wanting you to go to hell type of thing. Like, she didn't say those words, but I feel like that's what she was pretty much saying. Like, right now, I want the best. I want to see you in the stars. But if you do me wrong, boo, you better watch out. She going to put some OB up on his But, so I don't know. They didn't really, like, said anything after that. Like, he's just like, I wouldn't mind, like, trying to see where this would go. After that, what happened? Remy Ma and Papoose, their kids are performing, and their kids is doing their thing. I've been saying that a lot today, doing their thing. But I don't know. For me personally, the lyrics that I've heard so far wasn't really like, oh my gosh, the Mackies are here. It wasn't that serious for me. But, I ain't gonna talk about nobody's kids because they out there, they doing it. They got help, support, and all those things. And they pushing, they writing these lyrics. So, with time, things get better and better. Yandy and Kimbella, they get together and they talk about what happened with Kimbella at the party, how she couldn't get in, blah, blah, blah. And then they say that they're going to set up to talk to Samantha, Erica, and the grandmothers. So they want to, like, kind of clear things up, and hopefully some of this beef will get squashed and the kids won't have to suffer anymore. They can all play together because that's what's supposed to be about at the end of the day. Like, not about what mother likes who or whatever. If they don't even like each other, they could always have somebody pick up the kids, bring them to a remote location, whatever, or a play place, and then bring them back home. One of the grandmothers could do it. You know what I mean? Like, Kim could do it one week, and I think the other grandmother, Judy, could do it the other week. Pick up all the kids. You know, they could all pitch in and give them some money or whatever. They pick up all the kids, take them out to have fun, and then take them back at the end. Like, y'all need to learn about compromise, because at the end of the day, like they keep on saying but not doing, it's about the kids. It's not about them. Mariah Lynn, she went from calling Major Galore all types of names to calling Major Galore her label sister. So first, Mariah Lynn, she was on stage killing it. Like, you know, that's another one. I'm not too fancy for her music. I'm not that into it, but she can really like slay the stage. You know what I mean? She performs her backside off. She does a great job at grabbing everybody's attention and just kind of getting the crowd moving and shaking and everything. Major Galore comes on the scene with Conscience. They have a song together I didn't even know about. I feel like I heard it before though. I probably did, but I didn't know it was her with him. Because Conscience, I love his music. But yeah, they have a song together. So it was nice to see that now they're at a better point in life. Hopefully it stays that way. You know, they seem like they're moving forward. Cisco, he goes up to Mariah Lynn and kind of congratulates her, you know, gives her a handshake or whatever, and just tries to make amends. But Rich wasn't really feeling that. He's like, yo, that's mad phony and fake. Like, you talking bad about her with me, but then behind the scenes, you going up kissing her butt. Like, she's the one who kind of messed up the Creep Squad in the first place. And Cisco's just not here for it. He's just like, that's not what it's about. It's just about doing the right thing. That's what it is. And he was like, and Rich just kind of walked away and just left it like up in the air, like it's whatever. And Cisco's like, see, that's what he does, and that's what I don't like, because now it's like, oh, is he mad? Is he good? Like, how is Rich? Like, that's how you gotta like kind of be feeling, because you don't know what's on his mind, because he's not saying it. He's just walking away. I mean, sometimes it is good to just walk away from a situation. I am, you know, one of those people that commend those that are able to do so. I have done so a few times where I just wanted to, like, you know, go off on somebody, punch them in their face, and just be like, and what? You know, just on some gangsta-ish, like, what? But I try my best not to do that, not to let emotions, especially now that I'm older. You know, back in the days, sometimes, depending on what year you caught me, you might have caught one. But, like, now that I'm older, I try not to, like, do stuff like that. Just try to, you know, do what's right and walk away from bad situations or situations that could quickly escalate into something else. So Yandy, Kimbella, the mothers and the grandmothers, they all meet, and it was going okay. Well, not even. Because it looked like when Samantha came in, she had a screw face on. When Erica came in, her face was neutral to screw face. You know, it wasn't fully like screw face, but it wasn't happy either. And Samantha just came in on some, you know, like real like negative energy. Like, she wasn't even ready to try. She didn't want to try. She didn't even want to be there. It was just part of her contract. Like, that's the way, that was the vibes that she was giving me. And Erica, she was being honest, because she was saying that she's never had an issue really with Yandy and, well, with the kids being together. She said that Yandy came many times to come and get her child, and it's never been about that with her. And she was like, right, Yandy, how many times did that happen? It's not about how I feel about you. So, and Yandy didn't even really say anything. Like, Yandy was really quiet during this time, and I was pleasantly surprised, you know, because a lot of times Yandy tries to take control of a conversation. So Kimbella, she just takes control this time around, I guess because she was on that side. She got the Yandy vibes, and she's just like, well, you guys need to stop caring about a bastard in jail that effed you guys all over. And it was like, wait, what? Like, Yandy's like, hold up, wait a minute, you talking about my husband? And then his mom is just like, wait, what? Don't put that on my son. Keep that over there somewhere. But she was being honest at the end of the day, because it's like they're all, and she said it's in her confessional. She said it was about the respect factor. Like they're all going off on each other, but at the end of it all, it was all him. Like he knew he was with all these girls, but he still continued to be with all these girls, you know. And it's funny because when he was talking to, who was he talking to? He was talking to Erica. Remember when he had that collect call with Erica? He was telling her she needs to stop walking around, running around like sister wives with Samantha, because Samantha knew that he was with her and ended up with, and still wanted to be with him or something like that. And I'm just like, yeah, but you're the one that allowed it to go down. So what are you talking about? Like, you're acting like you're putting the blame on somebody else. It's your stuff that went into each one of them while one of them was already pregnant, you know, or you was in a relationship with one of them. So Kimbella, even though the way she delivered her message was bad and wrong, she actually was telling a lot of truth in what she said. And Erica was just looking like, you know, the things that she's saying are things that she got from Yandy. Like, where else would she get them from? Like, Yandy tells her all her problems and everything else. And, oh, shout out to Preach Boy, because he's always, like, hitting me up on Twitter, well, liking my YouTube videos. And I just saw it on my iPad. But, yeah, he's the one that's doing all these things. And I kind of lost my train of thought for a minute because I just saw that and I was like, okay. But, yeah, Yandy's the one that's telling her all these things. So, Yandy's to blame for her saying these things. So, then Samantha throws shade after, I forgot what Judy said. I think Judy was saying, like, she was saying something. Then Samantha starts throwing shade. Oh, I think Judy was like, stop trying to get his sperm or something like that. And she was like, you need to bring the kids together. This was before the sperm part. And then she was like, you're the one... she's like, you don't know how it is because we're three mothers with the kids with the same father. She was like, your situation was different because you're one single mother. You were one single mother with 4 different fathers. I was like, yo, she's going in right now. Judy was like, really? Y'all gonna let her say that to me? And Samantha's just like, you said worse to me. What are you talking about? Like, she was just sitting back chilling. I guess Samantha's just tired of being looked bad, like they're putting all her business out there when she don't really, like, before I feel like she was a different person because she wasn't really going as hard back in the days, but they used to really, really, like, attack her character. I mean, I don't really know how she is as a person, and a lot of things that Yandy does say is true, but y'all putting it out there because nobody else knew about it until y'all put it out there. So, I don't know, I guess you get what you give type of thing. So, yeah, Judy told Samantha that she needs to, that's when she said, you need to stop asking for Mendice's sperm. And Yandy was just looking like, what? Like, what is going on here? But she was just still being quiet. And I was like, yes, Yandy. But then she said something about how Judy was a B after she said that. And that's when Yandy started to intervene and say, like, how could you call the grandmother of your kids that type of name? And she's like, I don't care. You know, she was just being real disrespectful. That's when she really, like, started talking. But then the whole thing just kind of split up. And then that's when everybody else, like, that was pretty much the end of that. And then everybody just started talking about, like, what they plan to do. You know, that whole sappy part at the end of every finale where they're like, we're going to do better. I'm going to try to marry her and get her back. That's what DJ Drewski, he bought a ring, so I guess he's trying to get married. But then on the flip side, he's still flirting and doing FaceTime with Bianca. So how that's going to work? I mean, I think she's going to see this episode. So, yeah. I don't know. Well, maybe they'll go to a reunion before this episode, so maybe he'll still be good until she sees it. Then she's going to be tight again. I don't know, y'all. But yeah, thanks for watching. That was pretty much a recap. And I wonder if it's going to get crazy for the reunion. They didn't even, like, really show the reunion. You know how sometimes they show little parts? I didn't see anything. The breaks start next week, so we're going to be on the lookout for that. I have been watching America's Next Top Model. It's pretty cool. You know, a lot of new changes and all that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm not going to drag this on. Thank you for those that came to the end, and y'all know y'all was rocking with me and stuff. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one.